Hey, Jim Hart back at you here from Call. Hold on a second. All right, let's try this again. Jim Hart back at you here from Hawthorne Law, and today I want to talk to you about let's see, how many do I have here? Eight things that you need to do if you want to start your LLC. Probably 90 to 99% of the questions that I get from people are things about LLCs, whether it's how you pay yourself in an LLC, how you start an LLC, it's all about LLCs. So that's what I'm going to give you. You've spoken. I'm going to give you the goods. Today we're going to talk about the 8 documents that you need if you're starting an LLC. And let's start with number 1. Number 1 is contracts. I don't have it here, but I just signed a lease agreement for a new office space, a 5-year lease agreement to move my law firm to a new office space. And that is one example of a contract that you might need if you're starting your LLC. You might need lease agreements. You probably need service contracts, otherwise known as client contracts, engagement letters, etc., etc. These are contracts between you and your clients, or you and the people that are doing business with you or your customers. You need those. You need those contracts. You need contractor agreements if you're hiring people to do work for you, employee contracts if you're going to hire people to help you with your business. You might need, like I said, lease agreements. So contracts are the number 1 thing that you're going to need if you're starting an LLC. Number 2 is licenses, permits, local. Let me show you. This is a privilege license. In North Carolina, aside from the fact that let me show you this. That one's for Florida. That one's from North Carolina. That's the second type of license I need. I need a license to practice law. I need a privilege license to do business within the town of Cary. You might need other local ordinances. This is just for North Carolina. If you live in a different state, a different town, different county, you may need different licenses as well. And so that's the second thing you're going to need is some sort of licenses, privilege license, occupational license, things like that. That's number 2. Number 3, you need a form SS4. This is to apply for your federal tax ID number. If you want to have a bank account for your LLC, you need to have a form SS4. You need to have an employer identification number to open up that bank account, to open up lines of credit, to do all sorts of things that you might do on behalf of the business. You're going to need an employer identification number. To file taxes at the end of the year, you're going to need that as well. So that is the next thing. That's followed closely by a Form 2553. That is your S corporation election. I've talked in other videos here. Mess this up. Look over here. I'm gonna link up a video on S corporation elections. I think I've done a few about that. Those you'll need to do if you're choosing an S corporation. You don't have to do that. Now, when I say that, I mean S election status for purposes of filing taxes. Hold on a second. Coffee break. Good mug of the fam today. So, what are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know what number we're on. Next number. Insurance. You're going to need a general liability policy in all likelihood. Minimum is typically around $1 million if you've got a high... Oh, I'm so tired. If you have a higher risk business, you may need to up it for more than that. I just got a quote because this lease I'm just entering into, one of the requirements of this lease contract is that I get $1 million of liability coverage. And I think it costs me like $200 or $300 a year. It's nothing major, but that's something you're going to need if you're in business. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th thing that you're going to need, it's not actually a requirement, but it's a good idea, is what's called an initial resolution or consent document. This is basically a document that says that you and any other members that are going into business with you are adopting, basically you're going to adopt the operating agreement, you're going to elect S corporation status and you're going to ratify that, you are going to maybe elect officers, all sorts of different things that you're going to do. This initial resolution basically says that you have the legal authority to do that. And so it's not required, but it's a good idea to have. Which leads us to the 7th document that you're going to need, and that is an operating agreement. Every LLC needs an operating agreement. It doesn't matter if you're a single member LLC, a multi-member LLC, a member-managed LLC, a managed member LLC, anything like that, you're going to need an operating agreement. The operating agreement is what governs the LLC, how it's going to do business, how you're going to take distributions, who's going to be the officers, what are you going to have, what's going to happen if you dissolve the LLC, what type of tax status you're going to have. All those different things are part of the operating agreement. You're going to want to make sure you get one of those. And last but not least, the final document you're going to need is called an Articles of Organization, and this is the document that you're going to file with the Secretary of State's office in your state to basically form your LLC. If you don't do that, you don't have any LLC. So probably of all of these 8, that's the most important, and you're going to need that. All right, that's it for today. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment, give us a like button, hit the little bell thingy over here somewhere. And that's it for today. If you like what I'm doing, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you're doing with your business. That's it for today. We'll see you back here next week. Have a great week, folks, and take care. Peace out.